Hi, on some of our previous videos we spoke about your car's requirements and what we do to basically show you your car and all the items that it may require, or additional maintenance items that we may find. There are tips and tricks that you can actually do yourself to minimise the maintenance and repairs that your car may need. A lot of the time cars that come into us, we've actually got a very high pass rate with our MOTs because of the area that we're in and the kind of high level of vehicles that we actually get through for an MOT, but our main failures are usually very small items which could be avoided. So before you bring your car in for an MOT, or just during your regular kind of routine maintenance checks, there are simple checks that you can do. We have produced a series of tips and maintenance videos which you can refer to and you can find on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, but just to kind of reiterate those points, the biggest failure rate is tyres. So if before you come in for an MOT or a service, if you know that your tyres haven't been changed for quite a long time, or if you can feel them slipping, or if your steering's got affected, then usually it's down to your tyres. So you can buy a tyre pressure gauge from eBay, from Amazon. They're very, very cheap. It's like £2–3. The minimum tread depth requirement for an MOT and for legal purposes is 1.6 millimetre. So that's 1.6 millimetre across the breadth of your tyre. So you need to look at the tyre properly, because the outside edge may be on a higher millimetre. You can turn your wheels, or you can get under your car, you can check the tread depth on the rear wheels. The other thing is bulbs. We get a lot of headlight bulbs out, side light bulbs out, number plate light bulbs out. These are easily fixed by us, so if you know you're due for an MOT and you know you've got a bulb out, you can tell us in advance so we can get the bulb in, or we can get it repaired before it goes for its MOT, to make sure you get a clean sheet and you pass first time. The other items are, as the MOTs are kind of getting tougher and tougher every year with new legislation and new kind of items that they're picking up on, if there's any lights on your dashboard, so if you've got an engine management light on, if you've got any errors at all, you can notify us in advance and we can basically diagnose that issue and we can get that rectified for you before it goes on the MOT. Because you have to remember that when your car goes on its MOT, if it fails for any reason, it will show up on the MOT failure sheet. So when you come to sell that car, whether that be private or to a dealer, they may do a MOT check on the car, and they may pick up on these items and they may ask, have they been rectified, and you'll have to prove that you obviously carried out the repairs. So you can get the car pre-checked for MOT before you have the actual MOT, and then you can make sure you get a clean sheet. Another big failure is wipers, because obviously over time they're made of rubber. With the rain, with all the kind of elements that get thrown at it, with the ice and everything else, one of the biggest deterioration is when people actually wipe over hard ice. It actually ruins the rubber on their wipers and makes them less effective, and you can create splits and breaks in the wiper, which will create streaks. That'll deter your visibility, so it'll be a big problem for you when you're driving. But secondly, it will fail the MOT because of that. So again, that's another item, and you can either get a quote from us, we can repair we can change over the wipers, or we can repair the blades on site, on demand, or you can go to any retailer. Really, the wipers are quite widely available, or you can get them online, and they're quite simple to fit. They just click straight on and off. So if you've got any questions at all, you can give us a call, you can drop us an email, we can give you some advice, or we can you can bring your car into us for a free check, and we can tell you exactly what you may need.